Hello and welcome to our video of how to conduct an investigation meeting. The first thing that's important is to always keep an open mind about what has happened in the situation. It's always best practice to establish the facts and to ensure that you are taking into consideration any mitigation that are put forward to yourself. A common question that we get asked is, do you need to hold an investigation meeting? The simple answer to that is no. The more complex answer is that there are other things to consider. The ACAS Code of Practice for one, and your contracts of employment and your procedures as two. An investigation process can be summed up in 3 stages. The first stage is the evidence gathering. Second stage is the investigation meeting with the employee, and the third stage is the decision. Stage 1, evidence gathering. This can include things such as gathering witness statements, burning off any CCTV, and gathering any appropriate documents, amongst other things. Stage 2, the investigation meeting. It's always best practice to have an investigation meeting with the employee to get their side of the story and to get an understanding of what occurred and whether there's any mitigation you need to take into consideration. It's always recommended that you take verbatim minutes of the investigation meeting, have the employee read, sign and date them at the end. If you do want to record the meeting, you do need to get consent from all parties that are there under GDPR regulations. Stage 3, the decision making. Once you've had the meeting with the employee and you've gathered all the evidence, the next stage as the employer or manager is to determine, does this need to go down a formal route? Or can you issue a letter of concern to the employee to ensure that something similar never happens again? If the decision is to go down a formal route, it is important to remember that a different manager is needed at each stage of the process. One for the investigation, one for the disciplinary, and one for the appeal. During this formal process, the investigation is one of the most important stages. This is where the company starts to gather its bundle, as it's referred to understand what has occurred throughout the situation, and then for the next manager to determine what level of warning, if any, is appropriate at a disciplinary hearing. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any further queries regarding the content of this video, feel free to email us at inquiries@noriconsultancy.co.uk or call us on the number on screen.